How's everybody doing? Welcome to episode 10 of the CouchCrunch podcast. I'm Alex, and here we are in the flesh. We all here. How you guys doing? I'm joined by my host. There goes Nick at the end over there. Got Hannibal Lecter here in the middle.
A.K.A. Don.
Yeah, it's Dante. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys like what you see now that we're actually here in the flesh and you can actually see us. So go ahead and give us a like and all that fun jazz. Let's jump into this real quick. All right. So let's start us off with the something that we've been talking about a lot in the past couple episodes. Nintendo. We've been talking to you guys a lot, but, you know, we like you guys. So let's start off with Nintendo's most recent Direct. So I don't know if you guys watched, but there was a lot of new releases for the Nintendo Switch. Why don't you guys, Nick, why don't you start us off?
Yeah. So the most recent Direct that I've seen, the thoughts, on that topic alone is, most of the games that I personally seen on their list was okay. Nothing too crazy, you know what I mean? There was a few games, a few game selections that seemed pretty cool in my opinion. And, you know, that was the Force Unleashed, of course.
That's what I'm most excited for.
Because I'm a huge fan of Star Wars in general. So that game was just really fun. But also the Disney kart game looks really cool too.
Disney Speed Storm, I believe it's called.
That it just seems awesome.
They're trying too hard with the name, but
they are. And and the Mario Striker Battle League seems really cool too. Everything else just didn't really seem to pique my interest too much because, in my opinion, everything just seems like a little too repetitive in my opinion. Like the Kirby Adventures, the Wii Soccer, all the kart games. Like the Disney kart games is acceptable, but it's like, you know, I think they're adding like a DLC to the Mario Kart Deluxe or something like that.
Oh, Mario Kart 8?
Yeah, like
they still support that. Like 2019.
That's what I mean by that's what I mean by repetitive. It's just like,
come on, move along with your games. Yeah,
right. I don't think it was very interesting to see some of the Nintendo bring some of these, like, you know, same things over and over again. But what I did find interesting was adding No Man's Sky to the list because, like I said, even though it's an old platform.
Really? That's the one that does it for you?
Yeah, because it's like not a lot of games on Nintendo, in my opinion. They don't have a lot of open world-ish type games except Mario Odyssey.
We got Ark, I think, came out for the Switch, even though I think the release of that was garbage.
Yeah, was it?
I think so.
And it's just like everything else just didn't really pique my interest too much. You know? So.
Interesting. Don, you got any thoughts on Nintendo Direct?
Yes. From what I've seen, it's like most of those games I already seen, like from their past. I believe last year they did like a little event like this, like about 3 times.
Yeah, they do a Direct. They do it's like every 6 months,
right?
Something like that.
Yeah, something around there. Yeah, I already seen like majority of the games they showing, but they kind of did like an update on a lot of the games, like the release dates, like for Splatoon with the Salamander.
The salmon run.
Yeah, the salmon.
That part that was interesting to see because that's like a cooperative, like,
I don't know, but I'm hella hyped for Splatoon 3.
It's a weird fish thing. Like,
it's like a horde. So it's like their take on horde mode. So you go up against like a bunch of like weird fish robot things.
See, I don't even own a Switch, but I would try
you
that game.
Evil man.
I know. I need to get one.
Can you believe this?
I know.
I would like to dive into the Splatoon, like you just said.
I love Splatoon. Mm-hmm. It's so much fun.
I got to play like the other ones in the past, like a handful of times, but to get the third one, yeah. Yeah,
I might actually re-get Splatoon 2 in the next couple days.
I'm really thinking about getting another Switch, though. In my opinion,
if you're gonna get it now, get the OLED.
Yeah, Mira said you definitely should try to get that. So.
Yeah, I say get it if you don't already have it. So you don't have to upgrade from the regular Switch to the OLED, but if you don't have a Switch at all, go to the OLED.
Yeah, I might as well.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is there another one that's supposed to be dropping soon?
I know the Lite came out, which is like a handheld only version. But yeah, I don't know if they have any other models coming out soon. I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but go ahead, Dan.
And one more other thing, like I mean, Kirby, yeah, I never really dove into that kind of their franchise. Besides back then they made, I believe, the early 2000s on GameCube. They made the Kirby Air Ride.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's like a racing. It's like Mario Kart kind of.
Like a Kirby version.
Yeah, but they the way they had it back then is like you get it had like a battle mode where you can like duel inside like this arena area. And it had like all the Kirby characters, and you can like suck up the elements. You know how Kirby works. When it takes in the elements or enemy. Yeah, and you get to like duel inside this arena with other Kirby characters. I thought that was interesting. I wish they would have run that back or like some variation of that kind of game instead. I mean, I guess the Kirby. What's this? Kirby Forgotten Land is
it's kind of like Kirby meets Mario Odyssey,
right?
You know,
that's what I was thinking, like Mario World.
I feel like everyone's doing that nowadays too, like the bring the cartoon character to the realistic world, open world kind of thing. Like first it was Mario Odyssey with that New York looking thing. Now Sonic is doing it with something called Sonic Frontiers, and now Kirby's doing it.
Now everybody's doing it.
Yeah, like everyone's doing it. Dude. That's the cool thing these days. So Link in New York or whatever.
So, but that's what I mean. Like, I mean, I don't see now. I see it. I'm seeing it happen now with the open world. You know what I mean? But you don't see that too much on Nintendo.
That is true. I mean, there is. I feel like there's a growing market now because, like, you got Pokemon Arceus, you got Mario Odyssey and all those games. Right. So like, I feel like there's a growing market of open world games, but I think there needs to be a little more.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But Far Cry on the Switch.
Yeah.
That'd be fun too.
But yeah, I hope the Kirby Forgotten Land differentiates itself from the Mario World games and not just copy and paste their formula, Hope they like stand out for the open world and platforming aspect they're going for. So hopefully we'll see what they do with that.
We shall see. Right. That's our like motto here. We'll see. We're gonna get we'll see shirts made.
Well, I would like because I never dove into the lore of Kirby in the first place, like the story and all the villains that evolve around the Kirby world. So
I have no idea. I just know it's a pink ball that eats everything.
Yeah,
it's basically Majin Buu.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, wait, Majin Buu's newer than Kirby.
Yeah,
Kirby's like back in the 80s.
Yeah, wait, for sure.
Well, the Dragon Ball Z is also from the 80s too.
Is it? I thought Dragon Ball Z came out in like the 90s.
Oh no, like back in America, it came out in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
It came out in the 80s.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
He's right.
Dang, he's showing us up as I'm uneducated.
I mean,
you got to pick dumb host.
I'm cultured.
But going back on the Direct, I think, like I said, like Nick said earlier, the Star Wars Force Unleashed, that's what I'm most excited for.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm hella hyped for that one. I loved that game. Back in 2010, 11.
That's what I'm saying. It's interesting that they wanted to bring this game back. Like
I did, but that's the best Star Wars game to bring to the Switch. I argue because a nice little like hack and slash kind of thing.
The first one, right?
Yeah, I don't know if both of them are coming. I think it's just the first one.
You might as well bring both.
I mean, I'll take either or. Honestly, like that's fine if you don't want to bring the second one. But
I forgot they had a sequel to the.
And they're both great. Both of them are great.
I don't know what happened with 3, but.
Yeah, I don't know why they never made a third one. But
I don't know.
I'll take a Switch port. That's fine. It'll scratch my itch.
Right.
But Lucasfilms or whoever owns Star Wars games rights, make a third one already, please.
Gotcha.
Just do it for me, please.
Yeah, but I would like to put an input on the Unleashed because that was one of the things that kind of stood out to me in the whole announcement of the Nintendo. Yeah, because I wasn't expecting it because it's such an old game to bring back.
It's not just an old game. I feel like it's an underrated game. Like not a lot of people have played The Force Unleashed, in my opinion.
Right. It's kind of underrated.
Yeah, I think it's a hella underrated game. Like they need to. I hope that them putting it on the Switch will help bring a little more hype to it.
It's Star Killer.
Yeah, that's right. His name is just Star Killer. But it's still cool though. Like
he's not titled to any of the stories. Just a made up character.
The game's not necessarily canonized to the movies. I believe
that's what I kind of like about it though, because it fits into its own lane.
It's its own thing.
It has its own creativity. So
I hope they don't just like copy and paste from the old one and just throw it onto the Nintendo, like upgrade the graphics and make it adaptable.
I think that's what they did. I think they improved the frame rate and stuff. Okay. So it'll run a little smoother. I don't know if it'll look prettier because in the trailer it kind of looks like it still looks like it's the original graphics, but like
Right.
but it looked like it ran. Plus, I think it has like motion controls and like rumble and all that.
Oh, okay.
So that's always a good thing.
Oh, that's cool.
I would say like it'd be interesting if they go to the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order route. You know, with that game, the Jedi Fallen Order. Remember that?
Yeah, but that one's kind of like a Dark Souls. It was like inspired by Dark Souls in a way.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It'd be interesting if they do that character from Unleashed into that kind of world, like into like an adventure, like that kind of the element of that game.
I mean, I could see that.
Yeah,
I
think
think
they're both already like adventure type games. So
Right.
I think they're already inspired by each other. Well, obviously, Force Unleashed. I mean, the newer one's inspired by the other one, obviously, but like,
Right.
Yeah, like they throw that challenging aspect into it. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
That shit was hard though. I'll tell you that. That was a
Another,
fucking hard game.
Yeah, it was. But another game I'm a little bit interested in is the AC Ezio collection. Just because I never got to play, not Brotherhood. What's the other one?
I thought that one was bad though, right?
Brotherhood? I don't. It was good. That was the one set in Rome, I believe.
Oh,
I never played the last one with Ezio when he's got like the blue outfit.
which one?
I forget the name of it. Someone hopefully will put a comment.
God,
I hope so. Please do, because I have no idea.
I don't remember either.
I don't remember. But it's the one with like, he's got like a parachute now and stuff like that.
He has a parachute.
Yeah,
Am I late? Like I don't.
He could like dive off tall buildings. I forgot what it's. Hold on.
I know the Ezio collection when they came out. What was it? It was for the PSP, right? Wasn't it? Was it?
Sure.
Ezio.
Revelations. That's what it's called.
Oh, you didn't play that? I played that one.
I didn't play that one.
It was good.
Really?
Yeah, it was good.
I heard good things about it. I love the trailer.
That's how old. I haven't played that game in years, but I forgot which one it was. But Revelation, yeah, that shit was awesome.
Yeah, I heard good reviews on it, but I never got a chance to play it. So that's what I'm excited for.
So wait, Revelation is going to be in that collection?
Yeah. So the collection will include 2 Brotherhood and Revelations.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right, so 2 is cool. Brotherhood, that's the one I'm not really too excited for. Like
it was fine. I liked it. I liked it because you can actually send like you recruit your own assassins and you can send them on missions, and like they'll like go and like they'll go do missions and get like resources and bring it back to you.
Oh,
yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So like I might get the Ezio collection.
I mean, the reason why I'm not really interested in like interested in the collection too much is because I don't know. The best ones, like I said, Revelation was probably I didn't even know that was going to be an addition to the collection, which is cool. Now I might actually be interested. But I don't know. Ezio, he was a good addition to the game, but I don't know. It's just like I really like Connor more.
Connor was great.
Yeah,
bro. 3 was my favorite Assassin's Creed.
Like if they had brought in
America,
not just like if they were. Honestly, I didn't want them to just bring an Ezio collection. How about just the good Assassin's Creed games like fucking?
Well, I mean, 3 is already on the Switch.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm late then.
Yeah, all right, 3 is already on the Switch.
All right, well then just take back everything I just said.
Negate all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. My favorite one is 3.
Yeah, 3 is my favorite.
That's what I'm saying. Connor is like the shit.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's jump on to the next topic. Speaking of things Nick's excited for, let's go ahead and jump on this next one. So Jurassic World just got its newest trailer that came out. Nick, you're the group's certified fanboy. So
just want to put that out there. This is the first movie I've ever actually remember going to the movies with my mom. So this movie has been following me throughout my entire life. So I'm a huge fan of this guy. This franchise. But my thoughts, my thoughts on the film is that I'm very excited to see this trailer, to see all the original cast from all the original movies. And my expectations are that even though I would love nothing more for the series to continue forever, I also would like to see it come to an end. As bad as that sounds, I mean, because
it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. You just want to see it wrap up before it gets bad.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We all, and this is what I was going to talk about too. Like, we all know what happened with Transformers.
I mean, there's so many other franchises. Like
when you keep making them, it's just eventually they're just going to run out of good
Fast and
ideas.
Furious, maybe.
Right. Like, because, most of the people, because you do have OG fans of the Jurassic Park series. And they would tell you that a lot of them are like saying, what happened to the good old days where they're talking about, there's just normal dinosaurs. Like, right. Ever since they brought in the genetic sides of, experiments and shit like that.
To like dip a little bit. Also, I just realized.
I know it threw you off too with the clone.
Okay, real quick spoiler warning if you haven't seen Jurassic World Dominion, even though I know it's an old movie, but spoiler warning just in case. So 3, 2, 1, you've been warned. The whole cloning thing, they barely talked about it in the seat. Like, why would you include that huge kind of topic and then barely talk about it?
I don't know why I don't know.
No idea why they did that.
I couldn't even explain. I can't defend that. I can't say anything about it. It's
dumb. I hope they just completely just like brush over. They don't even mention that in the next movie.
But what did they had to do? Like, we could have went without it. Without that,
literally could have pulled that storyline. You could have pulled it right out of the movie, and the movie would have been just the same.
Wow.
Right.
But all I wanted it to do is, at least I'm still appreciating that, it is still interesting to see different types of breeds, and you see dinosaurs. Like in the new trailer, you see the flying freaking
pterodactyl.
Like no, not the pterodactyl. It was like another dinosaur.
No, it was so there was a flying pterodactyl, but then there was a raptor that had like feathers.
It looked weird.
Yeah, right? Well, I think that was pretty cool because that's like the evolutionary line from like dinosaurs to chickens,
right?
And that's why they had like feathers and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's an actual dinosaur. Yeah,
little dinosaur fact for you guys. History
weird.
Lessons.
That thing was weird looking, but it's just like I'm still gonna tolerate it because I'm still a fanboy. But you see. These are just early signs that eventually it's going to be going down this route. If you keep making, I think this is supposed to be the last film, right?
Rumored. It's very rumored that this will be the last one.
I'm hoping it is.
Yeah, this would be a good finale if they ended on that.
That's what I'm saying. I just wanted to end because I always want to come back in the future and be like, look how they wrapped up my favorite series of all time. You know what I mean? If you keep going, it's like, all right, now you're taking a shit on it.
Also, real quick before you jump out, I just want to say shout out to Pop for being a good boy right now.
Look at him.
He's being a nice little quiet boy.
He's sleepy.
He is. But Don, what are your thoughts on Jurassic World? You feel the same way?
Oh yeah, I'm really anticipating it, especially as a big of a franchise it has been throughout the couple of decades, and I can see it being like a highlight of this year in the movie industry. And I'm wondering if how they're gonna handle certain scenarios throughout the movie, since they're all into the wild of society now. So
because that's right. The point of the movie. This one is going to be like they're trying to have humans and dinosaurs coexist, and it's not happening.
Right.
So that's going to be that part. I do like.
I mean, what is interesting is that it's not the first time that they're in the city and everybody's like all over the place. But it's interesting that I don't know where the setting is taking place, but it looks like Italy or something like that.
It's like all over all over the world. So like. What you meant like what, like them already doing that is like in the second one
they already like in the
that was just dinosaurs in the city. Whereas this one's going to be like them trying to coexist, like they're trying to live together,
and it's not working.
Exactly.
Oh, this is cool.
It's gonna be like they're trying to like integrate dinosaurs into everyday life.
As soon as those pre-sale comes up, I'm ready, man. I'm jumping.
They're gonna be living in human society now, and like they showed in the trailer that. The drive-in movie scene where the T-Rex popped up in front of the screen. It's like it's gonna be nostalgia. Like that. Right. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
So much nostalgia in that scene.
Right.
You're probably gonna see them roaming through neighborhoods and like cities. Right. It's gonna be crazy.
I do like the idea that they're bringing back Grant.
Alan.
It's Alan, Dr. Malcolm, right?
Yes.
Malcolm.
Yes.
And then Sarah, is it?
Sarah, yeah.
So like I do like that they're bringing that. You got Jurassic Park, the Avengers now, like bringing all the classics
for the youngsters. Which franchise were they from?
Okay, so for the youngsters, my young fellas, now Jeff Goldblum is from Thor Ragnarok. He played the Grandmaster. And I don't think the other two have done anything since Jurassic Park.
It's been a while.
I think about it.
Okay. I haven't seen them do anything in a long time.
The actor who plays Grant, I don't think has done anything since.
And I was kind of confused on why he actually wasn't on like the other films. You know?
I knew he was set to be in the second one, but I don't remember why he didn't show up. I don't remember.
That's what I'm saying.
I know Jeff Goldblum had
he had a cameo.
He had a cameo in that one.
Yeah.
So those other two characters is like in the first one, right?
Okay, so all the original ones. They're from the original three.
Okay, gotcha.
Or at least 1 and 3, because I know in 2. No, Grant's not in 2. Remember, 2 is with Jeff Goldblum, Julianne Moore.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's no Grant in the second one, so he's in 1 and 3.
But I mean,
he's like a staple of the franchise.
But listen, Alan is respected. Come on,
Alan is iconic in the Jurassic Park
Come
franchise.
on, let's talk about that dream real quick. Alan from part 3.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, but the biggest question is how are they going to undo all this mess after they escaped from the park? So
that's the question.
Be able to catch all these dinosaurs.
That's the question. I have the perfect answer for you.
Right.
We will see.
Watch the movie.
We shall see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a shirt. I'm telling you. I'm gonna make a shirt that says "We shall see."
And then when you guys watch the movie, I'm hoping that you guys can come out on the show and actually give us your own opinions on what you think about the film.
Yeah, tell us what you guys think. We'll read your comments and we'll not only will we name drop you in here, we'll have a nice little discussion about it.
I agree. Yeah,
couple short takes.
Yeah. Speaking of discussions, real quick, and moving on to the next topic. Nick, I think you're the only one who's played this game, and Don, you might have too. But what do you guys so far? Sifu came out. I didn't get to play it yet, but what do you guys think?
I got a chance to play it. It's pretty interesting to see, how the move sets are, the story. It's the first time you're actually seeing a game from who's the developers again? I think it's Slow Clap, right?
Slow Clap, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
they developed Absolver.
I never played that game either.
You never played Absolver?
Mm-hmm.
I played Absolver. It was really good.
This is the first time me being introduced to one of their games that they develop, and it's so far so good. The only concerns I have is it's a little too difficult. I tell you that. I mean, because it's
not
like
the Kung Fu Master, Nick.
It might take me some time to get there, but it's just the fact that it's just you have to literally memorize every move set, right? Because it's like if you slip up. The thing is that pisses me off the most is like you take 2 punches to the head and it's like your health, dude, your health bar is like boom. And then when I kept dying on the first, mind you, this is the first level of the game, the very first level.
Oh, what?
Yes. I only made it to level 2.
That's wild.
Right. So I'm on level 2 and it's like I went from a 20-year-old, I think you start off between 20 or 21-year-old man to a 37-year-old man went in one day.
So wait, when you were dying, like, did you go like up 1 year, or like was it like several years?
No, it jumps like two ages.
Oh,
right.
Dang.
So there is a way for you to actually get back your age if you can kill the guy that killed you. But he's like but he's like twice as strong, right? So and when he hits you, it's like all your health is gone. Right. So I died multiple times on the same guy. He gets stronger each time too.
Well, that's wild.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's interesting. But what I like about it so far, I don't want to tell too much about it because I'm not sure if everybody got a chance to play the game.
Go for it. Just spoiler warning, just in case.
But what I like about it so far is that it has a real deep tone to the story, because it's set in, I'm not sure what year it is, but it's more focused on this young man who lost his master to another student of his master. And his student, the bad student, wanted to kind of take the scroll. It's like the scroll of, I'm not sure what it does, but he actually murdered his master. And obviously the kid watched it through the cracks of he was hiding it.
Yeah, so it's like a revenge story.
Yes, and that's why I like it, because it feels like a kung fu movie, number one. And number two is just, I like the fact that it's out for revenge. You know what I mean? So I like that.
Interesting.
So it's interesting though. But if you guys want to get frustrated with getting kicked in the head or they be throwing bottles, and yeah, you can use weapons in the game too. Like you can pick up a pipe and actually start fucking people up and shit with the pipes and stuff. But it's just really hard though. I mean, if you really got patience for it, go for it. But I mean, I might not beat the game for a while because I'm still working. I'm still working on Dying Light.
So far, out I'm still playing that game too.
Right.
So far, like out of 5 stars, what would you give it?
I'll give it a 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah, I give it a 4. It's just hard.
Interesting. All right, Don. Did you play Sifu yet?
No, I didn't get a chance yet, but
okay.
I've seen gameplay of it, and I'm really intrigued on what I've seen so far, especially from what Nick was telling me about the game. It's definitely up my alley with the kung fu aspect and the combat.
And the difficulty, because you guys are insane.
Yeah. The BTSM.
So real quick, so just so everyone's clear, these 2 lunatics, they love Dark Souls and all those difficult games.
From Software, I'm a big fan of yours.
Not right here. Not right here. I'm good. I'm a filthy casual.
We're trying to get him on there.
Nah, I'm a filthy casual. Okay, filthy casual.
It's in my DNA. I can't help it.
I still play Call of Duty Zombies. Let that sink in. But I didn't play Sifu yet. From what I'm hearing, it's not going to be my cup of tea. But I do like kung fu. I do like kung fu stuff. So I might.
That's what I'm saying. Try it out.
I might give it a shot. But
you can't expect much. It's $40.
Is it,
you know what I mean?
It's on Steam, right?
It's on Steam. Yeah, it's on Steam Epic Store too.
Okay. Yeah. If it's on Steam, I might play it and probably get a refund if I have to put my head to my computer screen.
Yeah, just remember the 2 hour span. You got 2 hours to try it out, and then.
If it's as hard as you claim, I will probably get a refund by then.
I heard that it's like a relatively short game if you know what you're doing at first.
But that's what I'm saying. You know how long it took me to just pass the first level?
Oh yeah,
that's one of those kind of games.
Yeah, 22 of it
because it was this one hallway that they maybe went down, and that one hallway had like 9 enemies in that hallway, right? And mind you, I'm like, all right, I'm used to combat system games where it's like God of War faces like fucking or Kingdom Hearts 2, where you face like hundreds of fucking Heartless. So I'm like, it can't be that hard. Like 3 of them fuck me up, dude.
And also,
you got bodied.
Also, I've seen that some of the cinematography in there, like some of the setting that you're fighting, they take inspiration from like famous movies, like one of the places you fight in is like inspired by like the John Wick movie. That's cool. I think that's cool, like a cool nod to like famous films and like.
Can I kill someone with a pencil?
No, you can't kill someone with a pencil, but you can throw like a beer bottle and shit at them.
Yeah, but I want to stab him with a pencil like John Wick.
I mean, what's interesting is I wonder what it took to make the fight style, though. Did they actually get actual martial artists to get on the project? Because those movements that they use in that fucking game is crazy.
Yeah, they look accurate.
You know what I mean?
Right. I don't know if it's mocap. That'd be actually. I might do some research on that.
Dude, you have to like check that out because it's like the way that they use their hand and shit. It's crazy, bro.
And I see that like. When I was looking at gameplay for it, it was like the parry bar. It's like you had to.
It's small. Yeah.
So it's definitely challenging. I want to dodge.
That's what she said.
Sure.
Nothing. You didn't hear anything from me. All right. Well, it sounds like Sifu's looking interesting, but I don't know if it'd be my cup of tea. But like you guys said, they recommend it. If you're into like those kind of games, that's on you. But let's go ahead and jump into the next thing. This is the kind of the big topic for me, at least.
Right.
So those of you who don't know, there's a very, very great animated show called Futurama. Now, Futurama originally aired on Comedy Central.
I think it was Comedy Central.
And then it was picked up by Fox after being canceled after 7 seasons. And now it's being revived by Hulu. And I think this is really interesting. Yeah. So Hulu is reviving.
But isn't Disney own Hulu?
Partially. Yeah. Okay. They own a stake in Hulu. So so Futurama is being revived. Now, there is a caveat though. There's a catch. The voice actor who plays Bender
is not going to be a part of it, right?
Hold on. He's still currently in talks, but they're saying it's very unlikely that he will join. So the question now remains, will you guys watch Futurama if Bender is recast?
I'll go first. I think that it would be awesome, just for it to come back. I grew up watching the series. I personally would love to see nothing more to see this series be revived. But with the infamous Bender being casted by another voice actor, possibly, I don't know. It might be a little inching, like it might be a little drawback for me. You know what I mean?
I kind of agree.
He played a big part in this series. You know what I mean? And it's like for him to take the voice out, it's like, but I'm still going to give it a shot because I am a man of curiosity. You know what I mean? So I'm still going to give it a shot, see how it turns out.
Don, what do you think?
Yeah, well, then taking Bender out, he's a big, like Nick said, he plays a big role in the series, and especially it's like taking Fry out as well. It's like if you were to do that, it's like those two are like a duo of the show. You know, they make the show.
Right.
So if they take Bender out, it's like, man, some of the comedic punchlines and throughout the show, that it kind of dilutes it a bit for me. So, and especially since I don't know if Disney going to come in and censor some of the show as well.
That's an interesting point.
That got me worried as well.
Well, see, here's the thing though. Here's why I don't think why that won't happen is because Hulu. I feel like Hulu, since they bought Hulu, that's kind of where they put a lot of the R-rated stuff. So like that's why Deadpool's on Hulu. The Simpsons got moved to Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it'll still be Futurama in a weird way. But my take on it is if they recast Bender, I'm going to have a huge problem with that because
that's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing though. Voice actor, his name is John DiMaggio. He doesn't just voice Bender. If you notice, he voices Santa Claus, the robot Santa Claus.
All right.
He voices...
he does multiple voices.
Yeah, he voices a couple characters.
How are you going to take
He voices the old remember the old pizza shop guy from the back before?
Fry's
Fry's like
boss. Yeah.
Mr. Panucci. There you go.
Yeah.
He voices him. He voices a lot of characters on the show.
So how are you going to get rid of a guy like that?
So if you get rid of Bender, you get rid of all those characters that he voices.
And good luck with trying to recast somebody that sounds just. You don't need to aim exactly. I don't know. I mean, depends on what they want, but it's going to be difficult to have somebody sound just like him. You know what I mean?
So I'm just putting it out there. I am like there's a funny thing going on. I think it's on YouTube, on Twitter or something called Bendergate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's everyone like, standing for, the actor to come back as Bender.
Right.
I'm all for it. Like I'm team John DiMaggio, like whatever. I don't know the specifics on what they're negotiating. I don't know if it's just because they're not willing to pay him enough, but if that's the case, pay him more. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Pay the man.
It's rightfully owned. I mean, like what we said,
it's Bender. We want John DiMaggio as Bender. Let's just put it out there like that.
For sure.
That's true. Yeah, because I did see that when they put Simpsons, for example, on Disney, they did censor it a bit from the original Simpsons. Yeah, they took a lot of jokes out and like.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
Wait, for what you talking about for Futurama?
No. Yeah, I'm saying like if they did that with the Simpsons, they probably would do it for the Futurama.
They censored the Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought the Simpsons was already a tame show.
Yeah, but like compared to back then when they originally came out, they stripped a lot of the crude humor.
What is it? I always thought the Simpsons wasn't. I didn't even know it was crude humor. I thought it was like
sometimes you would see like Bart like hit a curve and like the skateboard would launch into his eye, or like that scene in the Simpsons movie where Homer was like with a nail and a hammer, and Bart was trying to hold it.
Oh, yeah, he hits himself in the eye.
And stuff like that. Like they would take that kind of thing out.
Yeah, I hope not. Disney don't do anything to Futurama if they bring it back. Let them do what they know what they're doing.
Yeah,
Futurama's already a great show.
Yeah, but if they don't, like you said, if they put it on Hulu and make it a more mature place where they put all their mature content at, maybe that will work.
Yeah, I mean, if you could put It's Always Sunny on Hulu and like let that be them, then they should let Futurama be itself.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
So.
Yeah,
and if they like for instance, a good way of I don't like the nostalgia trend that's been going on for the past couple of years, but they bring something back like Vader Zim, for example. I like how they did that. They made like a whole movie. It wasn't like a series, but they brought it back as a movie. And they did it well because they had the original creator involved and it turned out good.
So, Vader Sim had a movie?
Yeah, it was on Netflix. It came out 2019. Sorry.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why did no one tell? What? Y'all just gonna not tell me? Like,
yeah, the promotion was trash for it. I don't know why.
Wait, where is this on?
Netflix.
I think I'll be right back. I'm gonna go watch some Netflix movies real quick. You guys can keep going on without me. I'm kidding, but yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. I gotta go check that out.
Yeah, but if they go that route and keep it pure to the original Futurama, then I could see it coming back and reviving well.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Groening, I think his name is one of the original creators. He is on board as well as Billy West. So
that's good.
So at least Fry's coming back and everyone he voices.
I thought Billy West created the show.
No. Well, I think he's one of them.
I was gonna say, like, there's no way.
Yeah, I think it's like South Park. You know, like South Park is the two guys.
Yeah.
Troy Barker, or Baker, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, so for Futurama, it's Matt Groening, something like that, and then Billy West.
Gotcha. But I mean, all I gotta say is that I'm hoping if they're gonna bring it back for revival, without Bender, man, it's just gonna be a short. Like, I feel like they just woke up from a coma and they're gonna go right back into one. Not saying coma,
or would you say they're gonna go into a cryo freeze sleep? Little hinty hint for the show there.
And I am curious because the way they wrapped it up in the last episode, it kind of seemed like it concluded because Fry and Leela, they got married and they went off in an old age.
I've been seeing that a lot where people are just like, oh, why they're bringing it back? It wrapped up the show. If you remember, the show kind of wrapped up where they can kind of pick it back up. And so at the end of the finale, you're right, they got married and they did all that stuff and they got frozen in time, and Fry and Leela kind of like lived their lives like that.
Right.
But at the very end, the professor comes back with the time machine, and Fry and Leela decided to be like, hey, do you want to do another round of this?
Oh.
And then they went back with the professor to go back to become like,
young again?
Young again.
Oh, okay. So
there is a way that they can write it where like they can continue off from the finale, but still make the finale make sense.
Right.
Okay. Just putting it out there too, guys. Comas are not funny. It's not a joke. Just saying.
We do not condone. Do not go into a coma here. We don't condone that.
Exactly.
Just don't do it.
Elon Musk, I'm watching you. Don't create some shit like that.
Oh my goodness. All right, but let's go ahead and jump into our next topic here. That I find fascinating. Again, we keep talking about Nintendo here, but that's just because they have a lot of stuff to talk about these days. But this is not so much just Nintendo. This actually covers Nintendo and Microsoft. So Microsoft, I forgot what the guy's name is. One of their heads, I don't remember if it was Phil Spencer or not, but one of their heads just stated that they want all of the acquired, not all of, but all the major acquired IPs from the buyout between Microsoft and Activision. They want to put those on all platforms, including the Nintendo Switch. So we actually might finally get a Call of Duty on Switch. What do you guys think of that?
I think it will be cool as hell to just bring Call of Duty games to the Switch. Playing multiplayer and the zombies on the Switch, that just sounds cool. Like,
real quick, I have to put it out there. I'm gonna put a hashtag out here for Activision. Please, people, get this get this video to Activision. If you put Call of Duty Zombies on the Switch, I don't care if it's a new Call of Duty IP. I don't care if you just put like all the old like Treyarch zombies, or honestly, I'll take any zombie.
Can you imagine playing that on the go?
If you guys put that on the Switch, I will personally drive to the Activision headquarters and just hand you my wallet. That's just it. You can take my wallet. I'll give you my dog, my apartment, everything. Just give me zombies on the Switch.
Can you imagine that? Like just playing everywhere?
Oh my goodness.
The thing is, like, it'll be tricky though, because that's why I was thinking too. I was like, how would this work do you still need online to play on multiplayer though?
Yeah, you probably not. I mean, but you could solo maps.
But I'm guessing if you can go to, like if you're going to a friend's house or a friend's house.
Exactly. Anywhere with an internet connection.
That is dope.
Could you imagine, like just going to a hotel room, just plussing out your Switch and playing Nectar and Toad?
That is
or Derice.
That is dope.
Verrucht.
I can definitely see that, especially with the Steam Deck around the corner. Like,
that would be dope.
That's true. Steam Deck is coming up.
That would be dope.
I can also see them playing Call of Duty on that too.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
I'm just putting it out there. I'll give you. I don't care. Tell me if you can tell me it's $100. You can tell me it's $1,000.
He said, "I'm definitely gonna get that."
If I can play on Derice on the Switch,
all right,
changes everything. Game changer, bro.
That's what
if I play 9 on the Switch,
can you imagine that?
Crazy.
My mind is blown. But real quick, it's not just Call of Duty, but it's like all their acquired IP. So whatever came out for Activision that is not currently for Switch titles, they want to put those in there too. I don't remember what the other games were at the moment. I'll do some quick research.
Yeah, it's interesting because as we were talking about earlier, it seems like Nintendo is now getting all these other third-party franchises now onto their platform. It's kind of crazy now. Yeah. Nintendo's getting kind of good from all ends. If you look at it that way, you know.
I kind of feel like I'm regretting getting rid of my Switch now. I feel like I got to get one.
Yeah, Switch is going to be really like.
Yeah. They're gonna be blessed this year, you know.
But I don't know if I should wait until like I swear I've seen somewhere they're supposed to be making another one. No, right?
I have no idea. I'm not sure.
Yeah. How much did the OLED run for? Was that $300?
The OLED is $400.
Jesus.
Yeah, but it's funny that Sony and Microsoft are trying to buy all these franchises, but all Nintendo has to do is just sit back while all the games come to them.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
They're like, oh, we don't have to pay for anything.
Well, They don't want no problems. They just said we just want to make money.
Yeah, they're like,
Microsoft. Nick, the OLED is $400.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
It was like, oh, Microsoft trying to get it as a handout. Oh, we take it. Why not?
I might actually get one pretty soon. I gotta get another because I feel bad. I don't even feel like I want because I want to be able to test these games out and give my honest opinion and feedback on some of these games. Yeah, and true. I can't do that if I don't own one. So.
Yeah, but like it's funny too because a lot of people was making fun of Sony for I learned that when Sony brought Bungie a couple weeks ago. It's actually not just exclusive to PlayStation. It's supposed to be for all platforms, like Destiny and all that. So it's Microsoft's kind of going that route by allowing Nintendo to also be put on their platform. So I think it's a good tactic because I don't know how like the contract works, but they probably get majority of the profit if it's on a different console.
Right.
So if somebody buys it on Nintendo, Microsoft probably get all the money that they got from that customer.
They're doing some smart moves right here. Like they're just sitting back and just being like, let's just wait for the two guys to just make moves, and then we'll just claim some games off. Of them,
they're just like, let's just rake in the money, people.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And plus, it's less dirty to get their hands like that, and especially go against buying shit that PlayStation previously owned in the past. Like, you know what I mean? They just don't want no problems. I can see Nintendo doing that.
Also, a little quick bit of research. One of the Activision games that they're mentioning, you might be interested in this, Don, is Sekiro. Sekiro could be coming to Switch.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, he beat the game twice, but I feel like that's interesting, though.
But yeah, I think Call of Duty is the big one. It looks like...
That'll be good, Don, if you can kind of bring it on the go. You know,
Prototype could come to the Switch. I think the Prototype already did come to the Switch.
Yeah, and I think that's old, man.
Okay.
I think that's old for sure.
Interesting. Did Destiny come out for Switch? No, Destiny was bought off by Bungie. That's right.
Yeah,
Destiny. I don't think Destiny's owned by Activision anymore.
I don't follow too much Nintendo stuff, but
I'm talking Activision.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I know another big one was Overwatch, and obviously Overwatch already came to the Switch.
Gotcha.
World of Warcraft is another one, and Guitar Hero. How would that work?
Well, they do have like a Guitar Hero-esque game already coming out for the Switch as well, too. I forget the name of it, but they announced it last year.
Damn, I haven't played a Guitar Hero game since the DS days. Remember?
Guitar Hero for the DS. I was a champ at that. I played that game on Expert. I'm just putting it out there. Like Guitar Hero 3, like the actual guitar thingy.
Yeah,
I was kind of good at that. I was like medium to like expert or hard. On the DS one, expert. I was expert level. I was going ham on that.
That was the shit, bro.
Ooh, could you imagine? Oh, give us a little attachment for the Switch.
That's what I'm saying. I was just about to get into it. I was like, they already kind of made it popular back at that time. Why not just redo that same scenario?
Oh, you know what they probably do? They probably take the dual sticks and
probably put the Joy-Cons inside the thing.
That'd be fire.
That'd be pretty cool.
We're throwing ideas out there.
Yeah, cut the check, buddies. I need the check.
Yeah. But honestly, Nintendo's the winner of this whole.
Oh yeah, Nintendo's
them getting all these third parties from every direction now.
I'm telling you, if a Call of Duty comes to the Switch, That's a big game changer for the Switch.
Yeah,
in my opinion. Raking in some of that Battle Royale money with Warzone. I mean, it'll probably run like meh. It'll probably run meh. Yeah. But like, people still love it. I don't like, look at Fortnite.
Yeah, if they was able to make Dark Souls 1 work on the Switch, then I imagine like the online.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Don't act like it's not possible, people. Come on, let's not beat around the bush. It's possible.
It is.
Yeah. All right, well, let's jump on to the next game. Speaking of, a bunch of games, I have an interesting question for you guys. Have you guys heard of a game called The Day Before?
I have since yesterday.
Okay.
Not until you mentioned it.
Okay. So for those of you who aren't listening, The Day Before is a open world zombie MMO that it's being, I don't remember who's being developed by. Let me take a look at the Day Before, because this game looks strikingly like The Last of Us. Yeah. And I'm just curious. I feel like this game might be a prequel to The Last of Us. Mm-hmm. I could be wrong about that, but what do you guys think?
John, you want to go first?
Oh, yeah. Right. Well, it's not exactly. I can see what you're saying. It has a lot of similarities, but it has completely nothing to do with Last of Us, actually.
Are you sure? Like, even the graphic, like, everything about it looks so Last of Us to me.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get into. From the font they have for the title, even to the environment, I can see they took heavily inspiration from it. Right. But I looked into it when I was doing research, and completely ain't nothing to do with it.
Interesting.
I mean, and I can give my thoughts on it too. I don't think the day before is kind of related to The Last of Us at all, actually, too. Because I actually did a couple of searches online for articles and on both of these titles being relatable, and I couldn't find a damn thing on it, but the game does look interesting, and it also seems obviously heavily, like Don said already, it seems heavily influenced by Last of Us, of course. But I'm a sucker for any post-apocalyptic game, so I'm checking it out when it comes out. So
yeah, I'm really interested. I just hope it differentiates itself from Last of Us and not just copy and paste.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Don't do that.
I just found a comparison photo. Even the cover arts look similar to Last of Us too.
I was just saying, like, the title card looks just like.
Yeah, it's like, it's so, like, I feel like either I don't know if this is like legally allowed. Like, I feel like they're like copywriting something at this point.
Naughty Dog is too busy letting movie production people take their shit. So,
but like, don't get it twisted, people. I am actually excited for The Day Before. I think this game looks really nice, and I do love a zombie apocalypse on MMO. Like, that sounds fire to me.
That's what I'm saying. And did you see when they went into? I like how they didn't call it Louis Vuitton; they call it Duelist Vuitton or something like that.
I mean, hey, you got to avoid those copyrights.
Right, I know, but they went into the store. It looks like the actual Louis Vuitton store. Like, that looks cool when they were at the mall.
That's cool. That's another thing. Like, even
you seen that, right?
Mm-hmm. But like, even the moving mechanics are very similar to The Last of Us. Like, this game is so heavily inspired by The Last of Us. In my brain, I'm just like, this has to be some kind of like either spiritual successor or like a sequel or prequel or something.
It looks up to The Last of Us as its big brother.
Interesting.
Yeah, but, the only difference, of course, this being more zombie-like, and a lot of people say Last of Us is zombies, but they're not really zombies. They're
like mushroom people.
They're infected from fungi.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, you never know. They probably went from zombies and then mutated to mushroom people afterward. I'm just kidding. I feel like I'm telling you, this game's gonna release, and like, there's gonna be some like crazy cameo by like Ellie or something.
That's a good conspiracy theory, though, to think that this could be like some possible prequel to it.
That's what I'm saying. Right? That may be just me wearing my conspiracy hat and being a total nutcase, but like, I'm telling you, this has to be some kind of. This is connected somehow. I'm calling it right now. It might not be developed by Naughty Dog, but like, this is some secret like government experiment. I'm telling you.
I think it's just a fanboy of The Last of Us game, and he's like, "Oh, I get idea. Let me go throw out my own game and make something similar." But
also, I just realized this game is going to be a PC exclusive. I didn't even notice that.
Damn. Kind of wanted Don to try it out too.
Oh, I'm still getting it. Don't get it twisted. I'm going to play it. But I didn't realize that it was going to be a.
It just didn't. When does it say it's coming out for?
I don't think it has a release date.
I think it's going to be the end of the year, probably.
Maybe. Let's see.
Everything else coming out too.
Oh, it's coming out in June. June 21st. So
right after Jurassic Park.
Yeah. So if you guys are watching, check out The Day Before. That game looks pretty fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it.
I'm happy you on it, but hopefully it turns out to be different from Last of Us and not just copy.
So wait, speaking, I don't know. We covered the Last of Us show a lot, right? We talked about we're gonna.
Oh yeah. We covered it on last episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
But all right, let's jump into our next topic. Speaking of video games and movies and stuff like that. So the director of Uncharted, that fantastic, wonderful piece of cinema that is coming out very soon. I'm kidding. It looks garbage. Is just announced that he's actually in production of a Jak and Daxter movie.
Yeah, I know this.
Oh boy, is this going to be a hot one. Lead us off.
This blew my mind. Thoughts. I mean, this seems like a good idea, but how would it turn out? That's the big question here, right?
Also, real quick, Tom Holland said he's interested in playing Jak.
I know. Don, go ahead, Don.
More of the Tom Holland.
Oh, yeah, I was just about to bring that up when it got to me.
Go ahead, Don. You can say that real quick, and then I'll just...
Oh, yeah. So, on the press run for Uncharted that Tom Holland's going on right now, he spoke on Jak and Daxter in a brief moment of, like, if they were to do a Jak and Daxter movie, he wanted to play as Jak, and he wanted to be done by A24. Now, if you know,
I was like,
A24,
yeah,
indie developer, indie film crew.
No,
yes.
It's not. Yeah, I don't think it's going indie anymore. Honestly.
I mean, it's still considered indie.
Yeah,
but they still have really low budgets. But like, what?
But their films are like really dark.
Yeah,
like,
and that's the thing. He also said he mentioned that too. He's like, if they were to make Jak and Daxter, you want them to turn into a dark turn of the
like. I was like, how would that even work though?
What?
It's like,
yeah, it's such a
Tommy, my boy. I don't hate Tom.
Right, I was gonna say he's on it. He's blowing up right now. You know what I mean? With
he's
Spider-Man.
a fine actor. Yeah, he's a fine actor. Like no discredit to Spider-Man, but A24 doing Jak and Daxter. Come on,
it's such a strange combination. Even though I am a fan myself of A24 films, and I'm also a Naughty Dog fanboy, but I don't know how that would mix well.
It would not. It would not.
It's such a strange combination, but I don't know. Who knows?
Also, didn't A24 do Midsommar?
Yeah, Midsommar and Hereditary.
So imagine Jak and Daxter being in that.
What the?
That's what I'm saying.
What?
I don't know. He must have watched Lamb or something that day.
He was just finished watching Hereditary when he said that.
Yeah.
He was just like, "Ooh, I like that."
Yeah, he must be a fan of A24 or something. I don't know.
But would they have like the original voice actors? I mean, there's so many questions relating to this movie being made, and which angle would they actually take from? You know, like from the first film, from the first game, or the second game, the third. Like, would they actually start with introducing on how Jak came to be? I mean, these are so many questions with this.
Yeah,
it's coming up.
I'm
you know what I mean?
How they would tackle it.
And the thing is, you know, the Jak and Daxter's fan base is huge, right? So the thing is like, I don't know, we're living in a time right now where it's okay for, I guess, movie directors or the writers are running out of ideas and they're just trying to make.
They're just pulling from games. Let's just be honest.
The thing is, not everything needs to be a movie, though.
I kind of agree.
You know what I mean?
But especially if you don't do it with care,
right?
Like
that's what I'm saying. And they're just taking a nice long shit, like this nice long shit on our game.
Like, listen, like I said, no discredit to Tom Holland, but I feel like they did not really focus in on the last, like, whoever was producing that movie or whatever, like in the boardroom, you know, pitching that movie, they did not give that movie enough thought to like who Nathan Drake is. Like, first off, let me just put it out there. I know I mentioned this before, but on YouTube, there is a fan film of Uncharted that stars Nathan Fillion as Nathan Drake.
All right.
That fan film should have been this Uncharted movie coming out.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're watching, guys, check out Nathan Fillion's Uncharted fan film. I'm not trying to, like, you know, start any beef with anybody in Hollywood or anything, but I'm just putting it out there that's your Uncharted movie. Like, they laid out the bricks for you. You should have just made a longer version of that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like, instead of like smashing all 3 games into one movie, it's not going to work.
They had that assumption that it was just like everybody knows Nathan Drake, so let's fuck it, just get a regular actor or some actor that's popular right now.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
You know,
solely off of popularity.
Yeah.
Also, Mark Wahlberg is Sully.
I can't.
Horrible.
What?
Horrible.
The movie comes out this next Friday.
Next
so
thing
you guys, I hope you guys enjoy it. But I won't be watching. I mean, I'm gonna give it a shot, but I'm not looking forward to it.
We're gonna get Mark Wahlberg as Daxter.
Oh boy!
Like
who the hell played a good Daxter? You know what I mean? The original actor. I mean, the original voice actor.
He's the original actor. I actually have a bit of a dream casting thing going on here, but Don, go ahead. It's just like you say what you gotta say.
I was about to say, I hope that it doesn't. If they do make a Jak and Daxter movie, I hope it doesn't turn out like those like a Garfield kind of movie where they just have the CG, how they had CG Garfield and it's done in real life.
Oh,
Like those kind of movies,
yeah.
or like the Smurfs.
I don't know. I think they would do. I think they're gonna do a full CG. I think they
CG,
mentioned
okay.
that. I don't know. Don't
So
quote
it's
me
gonna
on
be
that.
like animated.
Yeah,
possibly?
it's kind of like the Ratchet and Clank movie.
Okay, see that's a better route to go rather than do a live action.
Yeah, I mean, if they do live action, I guess, but like, don't do the live action like the cross live action 3D thing that they did like the Lion King.
And like Don said, I think he said this is supposed to be the 20th anniversary or something.
Yeah.
Why are we getting a movie? Can we just get a new game?
Yeah, just give us don't even give me a game. Give me an HD like collection.
Something.
Jak and who owns Jak and Daxter? Naughty Dog?
Naughty Dog.
Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say Jak and Daxter on the Switch.
You know what I mean? Something. It's just like I'm
here.
I'm just
right here.
I just want them to do something.
Like, but going back on the casting thing, you know who'd be a great Daxter?
Oh,
Charlie Day. Tell me I'm wrong.
I can see that. Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
I would. Or that's his actual name, right? Charlie Day.
Charlie Day.
Yeah, he plays. He plays Charlie Kelly. That's right. That's his name in It's Always Sunny. Charlie Kelly. But his real name is Charlie Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not too familiar with that actor.
He's voicing.
funny. Yeah.
Also, real quick, speaking of that actor, he's going to voice Luigi.
I know.
This is going to be so weird. Hi, Mario.
Oh, brother.
I haven't seen a Mario Luigi film since like the fucking 90s, right? Since
Oh yeah, it came in the 80s. That's
the 80s? Is it the 80s or the 90s? I thought it was 90s.
Oh,
which one?
The old Mario Luigi.
Oh, the one with John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
That was 1989.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Let me see. You guys keep going now. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the start of the whole movie. I mean, the gaming into movie kind of trend. That was horrible. And then I went from that to Tomb Raider in the early 2000s, and then they're on.
So it came out in 1993.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my goodness, looking at these photos. The Goombas, though. Don, please put these guys in the thumbnail. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, everybody. We're just looking at the Goombas from the old Super Mario movie, and like,
why does he look like that?
They look so stupid. Oh my goodness.
That movie was horrendous. Please do not make Jak and Daxter like that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
The slander is real. I'm so sorry, but we derailed so hard.
Bro, at the beginning, Nintendo, all those props we just
Listen, we gotta humble them, okay? We gotta make sure they stay humble.
Yeah, you still gotta get some criticism.
You build them up and you knock them down. That's how you keep them right in the middle.
But to be fair, I didn't really like the Tomb Raider movies either like that. They was alright, but
I thought they were good, but like that's it. Like I didn't think they were great or nothing. They were fun to watch a little bit.
No.
I didn't think they were that bad.
Bro.
Like, I don't think they were worth the scrutiny that
Bro, that image is stuck in my head now.
Oh yeah, and another pioneer of bringing video games to movies is Resident Evil back in the early 2000s.
We don't talk about that one though.
Yeah, that was
other than the first Resident Evil, the rest of them were garbage.
Yeah,
unfortunately. They didn't even keep up with the damn games. Like,
and they had a nerve to bring another. Was it last year they made another Resident Evil?
but that one was actually not bad though.
No,
you didn't like it?
Bad, yo.
I thought it was
so
high.
bad.
I thought it was good.
I did not like that ending.
I watched that. I watched it on Prime Video. I thought it was okay.
I was like, I'm so glad I didn't watch this in the movie theaters.
Yeah, I thought it was. It's definitely better than the old franchise. Yes. Don't even. You can't even.
How about none of them? How about can we just get games? Like just like anything live action is kind of bad. Like,
what was decent is just do something like the animated series on Netflix. That's fine.
I didn't see that one. How was that?
They were pretty good.
They
were really good.
Okay. So
that scene he's fighting off the zombie. Like when Leon's fighting off the zombie. Yo, Leon is a boss. I'm just putting it out there. Oh, speaking of, we got an extra topic. I want to put it out there. Resident Evil 4 is getting the remake treatment. I don't know if you heard about this.
Is it?
Yeah. So Resident Evil 4 is getting the HD treatment, and then it's rumored that the story is going to take place primarily at night instead of day. Like, I don't know if you played obviously you played Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of some of the beginning, like the beginning of the game takes place in like the daytime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of the things are going to take place at night. And they also said it's going to be a lot scarier than the other remakes.
Oh.
So, like, I'm just saying 4 is the proper, like, entry to make, like, an actual, like, horror film.
Because 4 was just so good.
4 was really great. It was one of my favorites. I liked 5 for the co-op better, obviously. Yeah. But for story and gameplay, 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Even though my personal favorite Resident Evil entry is Revelations, but we'll get into that another day. Yeah, I think they're fine. But Resident Evil 4 HD remake, or what was it? Is that what it's called? Just remake, right?
Yeah, I think it's called remake.
Yeah, because like I know Resident Evil 3 remake was just called Resident Evil 3 remake, right? Yeah, so that part 4 might get one of those treatments.
Yeah.
How do you think about that, guys?
Oh yeah, it seems like they're keeping up with the revival of each of the older Resident Evil, so that's cool. And also, they also doing a similar thing with Final Fantasy franchise too. They're going back with the old.
Oh, that's right. They just did a Resident Evil 7 remake, right?
Yeah, so that's so cool. That kind of nostalgia, I'm for it. If they,
because it's done right.
Yeah,
it's done right properly.
Just don't make the movie. Don't make the movie anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I want a sequel to this movie. To Raccoon City? Yeah, I want a sequel to that.
It was so bad.
Just be careful you don't pull the same crap that the other franchise pulled.
Which was
killing off the big bad in the dumbest way possible. Oh my gosh, real quick, I had a rant about this. Resident Evil 7, like the movies, the crappy, ones by Paul Anderson. He brought Wesker into this franchise and killed him with a door. With a door. Do you remember that scene? He literally slammed the door on him. That was the real death of Wesker in the movies.
I didn't know. I didn't see that.
They killed him with a door. They cut him in half with a door. Wesker, the main bad guy of the entire Resident Evil franchise. You killed him with a... Dude, Resident Evil 5, they fight him in a freaking volcano with rocket launchers and stuff.
He had like a part of a plane in
he had like plain metal like arm tentacle things. And you kill him with a door in the movies. A door? Shame on you, Resident Evil movie. Shame.
Is that the one with the dog and the dogs were in that white room and shit?
Oh no, you're thinking of like I think it's like part 4 or 5. That's the one with Chris and Claire. Yeah, and I know what you're thinking of, but that was that was bad. It was really bad. It was a bad movie.
So the one you're talking about is 5, right?
No, the one I'm talking about is like 7. The final chapter.
They kill him with a door.
They kill him with a door.
I gotta watch that.
I'll show you after the episode. But you kill him with a door.
Comedic gold right there.
But like, what a waste of the big bad. Imagine they made a God of War movie, right? And they killed Zeus with like a butter knife.
No, with his sandal.
Yeah, he just pulls out the chunk and he's dead.
Like, did they shut the door, or like did he get?
he was standing and they just and he gets cut in half and dead. That's it.
How heavy was the door?
It's a regular metal door.
As Michael Jordan would say, "Please stop, get some help."
Right. Who thought that was a good idea in the board? It's like, that's like the biggest, baddest character.
That was the dumbest
shit. Kill him with a door.
I've never heard that before. That's different.
Oh yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you in a little bit. But yeah, it's. Oh boy. Also, real quick, another quick little I know you guys probably don't care or anything, but I just wanted to sprinkle this in just because at the time it's happening at the time of this recording. Any Super Bowl predictions? Bengals, Rams?
I guess Rams. I don't watch sports like that.
Yeah, these guys don't want to watch football that much.
I don't know what this.
Yeah. So I'm a bit of a football fan. As the time of this recording, the Super Bowl is actually in like a few hours. So I'm gonna make the prediction that I think the Rams gonna take it.
So if I'm right, you guys like the video?
Yeah, if we're right about this and the Rams win, you have to like every one of our videos. You have to subscribe and you have to support our Patreons. I'm kidding, none of that stuff. You have to donate all your money to us. Watch the Bengals win and we're screwed. This is it. This is the last episid we do.
And everybody leaves a comment. It's like, well, we didn't say that the Rams were going to win.
Yeah, watch. I'm telling you, the Bengals are going to win, and we have to shut this podcast down. That's it.
They're going to be like, that's the deal.
Yep. That's how this is going to go down now. I'm for sure. I'm kidding. It's not happening. All right, let's go ahead and move down to some short takes. Nick, why don't you start us off? You got anything?
Yep. For my short take is I would like to see a new X-Men video game.
I mean, I know
Wolverine counts. I know that the Insomniac Games is releasing the Wolverine game, which looks fantastic, by the way. But could this potentially open the gates for a new X-Men game? You know, I haven't played it. And just to put that out there is that I haven't played a good X-Men game since X-Men Legends 2 back in 2005 with my father.
Wait, you didn't play X-Men Origins Wolverine?
No. I did.
That was good. But
I mean, like X-Men as a team.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Like full on like X-Men game, not necessarily just Wolverine.
Right. That's what I mean. Like I haven't got that, so I would like that. I would like to see can it open the gates for a potential new X-Men game. I want that. I want that for sure.
Okay. Big fan of the X-Men over here.
Oh, sure.
Shout out to Gambit.
I'm actually.
Did you hear Gambit's getting a movie?
I did not. No.
Yeah.
I
believe Channing Tatum. Yeah,
I can see that.
Well, yeah, I think I think he's fine for that role. I don't remember I don't know if that movie's still in like production hell, but like it's apparently a thing.
Oh, now I'm interested.
Yeah. And if they do make another X-Men movie, bring back the original actor for Nightcrawler. Fantastic. Yeah.
He was good.
Really good.
He was really good.
Yeah.
I love that.
But to be honest with you, I might actually just download a PS2 emulator and just play X-Men. That's how good it was, man. I mean, it's so old, but it was so good.
Do you remember that one X-Men game where you can play as a custom character that had like one of 3 custom powers? I don't remember the name of it.
I don't remember it either. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? People help me out here. There was an X-Men game where you can pick one of 3 characters and then one of 3 powers. I thought that was.
I think it's Legends.
Is that what it's called?
I think it's Legends.
I don't think so.
I think so. Because that's like the most popular one that everybody played back in like the early 2000s.
It is not Legends.
What is it?
Hold on.
What was that one? That Marvel game, that fighting game where it's like
Imperfects.
Yeah. I would say we bring something like that. That gritty fighting game.
Me and Alex played the shit out that game.
The one I was talking about was called X-Men Destiny.
I never played that one. No.
Yeah, it's actually I would like to see that on the Switch. Do it. Also, what were you saying, Don?
Oh, what was it called again?
The Imperfects.
Rise of the Imperfects.
If someone would bring like a revival of that would be amazing.
I said we played the shit out that game when back in PS2 days.
Guess who owns that game?
Oh,
Activision. Hold on. Marvel.
See, I'm over here. My legs are shaking because I'm excited.
Ooh, so check this out from the topic earlier. If Microsoft brings that to Nintendo, like the revivals onto Nintendo, like they give it the Star Wars Unleashed treatment.
No, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to disappoint. It's EA that has that. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
Look.
My bad.
Look, now they're gonna say the Bengals are gonna win now.
Yeah, we're screwed now. So this will be the last episode of. So thanks for watching. This will be the last thing we ever do on the internet. So Bon voyage. So that's known, you guys.
Yeah, if it's an EA, then it's doomed. We're never going to see the light of day of that.
But yeah, I agree. Like, put that. I don't even care anymore. Just put it on Switch anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't have to be by Activision.
But just
Put it on Switch.
bring a new X-Men game. I want one so bad.
All right, Don. You got any short takes you want to add?
Oh yeah. Now, I am known to be a fan of anime, so
That's cool.
I am starting to see it's breaking into the mainstream. It's the past couple years, like it's breaking that barrier down to now, which is it's everywhere now. It's in every form of media. I'm starting to see it's like, especially with as a recent Disney Plus, they did like a Star Wars version in an anime style. It's called Star Wars Visions.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I didn't know that either. Disney started to make actual animes. That's cool.
Disney made a Star Wars anime.
Yeah, they basically like hired they got in contact with a bunch of Japanese anime studios, and they did a collab with them and made like a couple short episodes into like a whole series on Disney Plus. So it's interesting to see now, because I grew up on anime, me personally, and it's kind of crazy to foresight the past couple years in the last decade to see like anime starting to rise up from which came. Because it used to be like a little niche thing back then. Like the biggest titles back then used to be like Pokemon or like Yu-Gi-Oh! And probably Dragon Ball Z.
Yu-Gi-Oh's my I love Yu-Gi-Oh!
But I consider like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Them specifically just as like game, not like anime. Well, they're animes technically, but they started off as games. Right. So I don't really consider them in that. But
I think Pokemon started as anime actually. Actually, it started as a manga.
Yeah,
sorry, it went manga game anime.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, so I guess you could count Pokemon, but they didn't see back then. They didn't see that as like an anime. They just seen it as its own popular thing, not as anime as a whole. But now, in this past couple of years, I'm seeing like it's trending everywhere on TikTok with the kids now, like growing up with it, and Adult Swim. And Adult Swim was like the pioneer of that in a way too. Like,
Inuyasha. Yeah,
like back then in Toonami when they used to have the box.
Toonami was the shit. I love Toonami.
Toonami is the shit.
And now, like, and you can see it in like local malls now. Like you can see it everywhere, even like stores like H&M and like Forever 21 selling shirts with like anime characters on it now, and like
they're even doing crossovers with other games. I don't know if you know this, but there's an Attack on Titan bundle in Call of Duty Warzone.
Right? Yeah. So it's becoming huge as of lately.
Anime is on the up and up.
And also, it's like, it's interesting because, wait, let me see. Oh, Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider is actually getting an anime on Netflix.
Really?
And Terminator. So I'm
sorry, what?
Yeah. Tomb Raider and Terminator is going to be having an anime adaptation on Netflix.
Okay, that's
what?
That's different.
I might check that out. That sounds pretty cool. I'm not a huge anime fan, but like the Terminator anime?
Yeah, that's what I mean. How it's breaking through into that mainstream. Everybody's eyes now.
More casual. Oh, interesting.
I mean, honestly, I had to say, like, the X-Men anime was fucking fantastic, though.
X-Men anime?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, that's actually been out. That came out in 2011.
Bro, it blew my mind.
Really?
I was like, bro, it was so fucking good.
And the animation was beautiful, too.
What?
Check it out. It made me cry.
Interesting. X-Men anime.
It is fucking great.
And to be fair, and to be frank, like, Marvel actually was, like, one of the pioneers as well. Like, they used to also dabble in, like, with anime kind of styles with their characters. Like, they also made, like, an Avengers anime one time, too. And actually, Stan Lee, he was a big anime fan as well. He actually made his own manga. He collabed with a manga artist.
What?
Yeah, it's called, back then, it is called...
I feel so uneducated right now.
Yeah.
Ultimo. He made a collab project with a mangaka. And it's called Ultima, and it's its own manga.
Ooh.
Yeah, and he also made like his own anime too, which is called what's it called? Superman. Hero Man.
Hero Man. Okay,
yeah,
I was gonna say.
So it's like Marvel always kind of dabbled in with the anime thing earlier in the day, but it seems it's crazy where it's where it started and where it's right
led
now.
to, where it is now. It's not more socially acceptable to be into anime nowadays.
Right, it's like the norm now.
Yeah, I mean, man, it's pretty cool. As long as you're a diehard fan, none of that fake stuff, all right? If you're gonna wear a Naruto shirt, make it because you actually like Naruto. Don't be one of those people.
Yeah, don't be like the TikTokers just
wearing the Pikachu, paying the Pikachu hats because you think it's cute. Like, nah, bro. No one who actually loves Pokemon likes Pikachu. Okay, Pikachu is garbage.
Right.
Raichu is all this. This is what's all, that's where it's at.
Yeah,
not even then. All right, I'm a luxury boy.
Don't be a poser.
Right.
And also, DC actually dabbled in with the anime kind of style too. Back in the
Batman
Titans.
Yeah, I was gonna say Batman Samurai.
That too.
Yeah, I actually watched Batman Samurai.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
It was pretty solid.
So they always,
the Joker.
And even like back in like the 1970s, like DC had like a manga version of Batman as well too.
That's cool.
As well as Marvel had a Spider-Man in anime style as well. So it's crazy where it started and where it is now. It's like in the mainstream right now. It's like, and especially with I don't know if you guys heard of this movie that came out a couple years, I believe 2018. It's called Battle Angel Alita.
Oh yeah, I see them. I didn't see the movie, but I heard about it.
Yeah, it was directed by the same guy that made Avatar.
We're still waiting for 2. I don't know when the part 2 is supposed to come out.
Yeah, I know.
Alita?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hope they do because it's based off the manga and I'm familiar with that content.
It ended. I went to the movies to go see that.
Don't spoil it because I didn't see it yet.
Yeah,
it's really good.
It's really good, and we're waiting for part 2. I'm not sure when. I just know
Mahershala Ali's in that movie.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah, they did.
Be Blade.
That's the only anime adaptation they did well, actually, compared to all the other ones they tried. Like the Duck one was, I don't know.
Interesting. All right. Well, big shout out to anime for being on the up for sure. Yeah. Shout out to you, anime. But my short take is actually a lot shorter than all the. My short take's a quick recommendation for a game I found on Steam. It's still a work in progress, so I would say back the developers of this game. I can't remember who developed it, but check out the game. It's called Undefeated. It is a open world superhero game. It's very basic. I don't think there's a lot of story to it. All it is you defeat 3 main bad guys. It's a really short, really small game, but it's free. It's free. It's pretty fun, and it's basically, imagine if Superman 64. Remember that fun little thing?
Yeah.
Imagine if that was a good game. That's this game. It's actually really fun. You guys should check it out. So I recommend it to you too as well. Check out Undefeated on Steam. Again, free. Can't beat free.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can't beat free.
That's true.
Key number 1.
Can't beat free. That's the next shirt. After we shall see, it's can't beat free.
And after that, scratch my itch.
Yeah, scratch my itch.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, that's such a legendary.
All right, everybody. Well, that wraps it up for episode 10. Hope you guys really enjoyed. If you had a lot of fun, you had a good time joining us, give us a like, give us a follow, subscribe, all that fun jazz. We're on YouTube, Patreon. My brain's still broken. We're on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music, so you can follow us on all that.
Yep.
Usually, there's going to be a link in our about pages on every video on YouTube, so you can go ahead and check that out. But thank you guys for joining us. I'm Alex. This is my face. Nick, Don. See you guys.
All right.
Have a good one.
Peace.